My bad. My bad. I had the mute on the whole time. Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like a fool now. But, all right, better. Now, I feel like such a fool. I was going, now, thank you. Somebody watching actually paid attention. Thank you. All right. Thanks, George. Anyway, see? See? This is why I turned mute on only because I didn't want to be heard while the coming soon screen was starting soon screen was on. But I like Professor Sky's record review and stuff. He's see one thing about him is that he don't tread. Thank God I don't have my second period class today. Oh, I gotta go back to work tomorrow. But I was just starting off the stream because it's been a while. But this cornball is just everywhere. Oh yeah, Penta premiered tonight on yeah from on WWE. He went from AEW. All right, so look, just I will play a little bit of it again, and just listen to people. Let me see. Oh man, I'm telling you, millennials are cooked, bro. uh, uh, fuck out of here, man. I'm sorry. I'm from a generation where rap music. You're telling me that's good. It's good. That's good. Now this here boy, people, hold on. He's reading off of something. If you pay attention in that video, say I'm gonna break it up. I have to break it up because don't want any strikes. You get what I'm saying? Or that I have to break it up. I have to occasionally talk in between. But that's not a freestyle. This is the problem today that I have with a lot of people, especially Drake fans. The shit he does is not a freestyle. I mean, I'm a fan of Coast Contra, and I could tell you the stuff they do at the table ain't a freestyle either. It's not a freestyle. They can freestyle, but that right there is written stuff memorized. This dude can't even memorize it. He got a fucking thing in front of him. Let's not forget the BlackBerry thing. Remember this? Remember this shit. Let's go back. It was right here. Let's remember this. Let's remember this. All right, you guys ready? You guys ready? You ready? Whatever. Remember this? Remember Tim Westwood? Oh God. Let's get to it. I'm sorry. Every time this shit makes me laugh every time I say because people really think this shit hot. I mean, oh man, this industry's cooked. I swear. Now, in your heart of hearts, honestly, do you think anything he said had any punch line to it that had any that got you like? that had you like, damn, yo, that shit is dope. That shit dope. No, he don't give me that feeling. He don't. He don't. And this is back in the day. He's still talking about the same shit at almost 40 years old. Okay. Oh, God. I, oh, you can't make this shit up, man. Hmm. Oh, this shit's garbage. This shit is whack. Whack. It's 14 years ago. This is 14 years ago. He hasn't changed. He hasn't gotten any better. He hasn't gotten any better. He hasn't increased his wheelhouse or he hasn't expanded his toolbox. It's the same monotonous garbage. I say horse race book. Shit had me in tears laughing. An unexpected item in bagging area. Goofy. He really spit this as a freestyle, knowing the real song is coming out 2 months later. No shame whatsoever. No, that's not the problem. It's not the problem. It's just that the shit is just corny. See, if you'll watch this during the Drake Kendrick beef, you're a real one. I like how Drake keeps his eyes on the microphone the whole time. I bet he does. Pause. Pause. Poor, I keep his eyes on the microphone the whole time. Oh, oh, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Look at him. He like, I say, I say, I say, eh. Fuck out here. Remember the shaky hand? It's a cold ball, bro. I'm sorry. Oh, 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 oh no. Yo, ooh, I'm crying. I'm crying so hard. Yeah. Remember, oh yeah, Crystalia. Boo hoo hoo hoo. You can't fade me. Oh man. Oh, I can't find my Rolex. Yeah, I've been looking, looking all day. It's probably in the mansion, somewhere in my mansion. I left it in the shower. That's the only thing I had on when I was crying. Yo, Crystalia is an idiot, yo. Oh man, why you had to put that back in my brain? Now I have to look at that again. And he made fun of started from the bottom, which is one of his most repetitive songs. Or that other one. He has. Let's try to get through this though. What does today's weather have to do? Are you fucking a war boy? He said, "Tell me today's weather." Like whatever rhymes, whatever rhymes. That's not bad. That's not actually. That's not bad. It's the coldest night in Miami. I can't decide on that. That's not that bad. That's not because it makes sense. Because even the coldest night in Miami is still much warmer than it is up here. I get that. He's on the he's on a little bitch ass moped. Remember that? Crystal Lee. He like, they're like, we don't got no more motorcycles. I want that little bitch ass moped right there. All right. He like, fuck it, I'm on one. That's oh, classic. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. All right. Enough for this one. Let's get back to this one. Let me see. Let's see about this. Let's go back. This was 6 years ago. Let's see. I haven't seen this one. I don't know what to expect. Is this a freestyle or is this him doing the song? All right. Look at his glazes. He gets trimmed every 2 hours, I swear. Are you getting any though? Oh, we need a better fan base out here. Cause these motherfuckers, y'all love vicariously living. Y'all love vicariously living through people rather than living through your own actions and your own accomplishments. I really think that's the case. We can't be out here vicariously. Yes, it's good that somebody that you are a big fan of has a successful career, but being a fan of a successful person doesn't make you successful by default. Being a slurper of somebody who's successful doesn't make you successful by default. It just makes you a cheerleader. That's all you are. This is why I'm more into who I like musically. I am. I'm into who I like more musically. I'm into the word. People that I don't, I just want to decompress my mind. I don't really want to have to understand and listen to a song multiple. How is a song supposed to be successful if you're not listening to it multiple times? What is it? You want to listen to it multiple times just to have on in the background and be mindless? You might as well just play a fucking instrumental. Or you want something that you listen to and you like, all right, I get just what he's saying in this one. Oh, I got that reference. I know that one. What do you want from your music? If you want mindless music, by all means, have at it. Man, I'm glad XG is around, actually showing his talent these days. Yeah, those girls are. They talented. They very are. Um, but some people's like, yo, I can't listen to this song here because you can't dance to it. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. People said they can't listen to this one because you can't dance to it. You could clearly tell people are only listening to stuff for vibes and grooves and all this other shit. And, like listening to music for its integrity is a lost, not completely lost, but just get what I'm saying. Like let's just see. Let's go here. Like case in point, this song here, that was you said what you said about the slurpers, but artists applies just as much to these people as bootlicking these billionaires. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Like this song here. I'm gonna have to break it up and pause it every now and then, but we can even break down the words to this one a little bit. All right, that's better. You see, it's time to watch the party die. Shit became too wicked to apologize. You know he's talking about his beef that he just went through. Shit has become too wicked. It's this that the insinuation, the accusations that they have thrown at each other is no mending it. He feel like there's no mending it at this time right now. Shit has become too wicked to apologize. It's easy getting clapped and disqualified. See? We like killing the killers because they like taking innocent lives. Just burn the whole village, restart over. It's really that time. And you can see from this point, he feel like there needs to be a destroy and rebuild right now in the culture and in hip hop music. He feels like it really needs to be a rebuild because it has. I mean, for I feel like hip hop would never recapture what it used to be, but we can go back to a time where lyrics matter. And there's people, this rap beef got people going to genius and really trying to understand things and really getting the gist of certain situations. And I feel for the most part, yes, there's music out there that's mindless, that's just made for you, hip hop music that's made for you just to get amped up to. Yes, we can still have that. We need that. We honestly need that, but we need a more balance of it. I was telling my friend, I tell him all the time, there when I was a kid, there was an era where you could just actually go on, you can look at performances, you can listen to the radio station, and in 1 hour block you will hear Kid and Play getting funky, you will hear Fight the Power by Public Enemy. I don't know if the timelines match up, but you I'm just giving you diversity for diversity's sakes because this is how it was. KRS-One was still being played on the radio. uh you can hear Eric B. Record, you can hear all of these things at the same time. And even when you went to see live shows, these people coexisted and there was multiple different genres, I mean subgenres of hip hop on one bill. The radio was indicative of it, live performances and concerts were indicative of it. And it wasn't just something that was just seen at Summer Jam. Now the people at Summer Jam start to sound pretty much the same that they sound most of the time. It's like everybody wants to sound the same. They want to sound like what was the most popular thing, the most popular trend right now. They want to sound like that rather than sound like something that makes them feel good inside or makes them feel like, you know what, I like this style. She may not like it, but she might like it. He may like it. Hell, he might like it too. Everybody wants to be popular rather than show you integrity. Everybody rather just do that. That right there, I feel that right there is just can apply to so many different things. If why argue with somebody who can't see the forest for the trees? Why mess with people who don't want to see it? They just want to see it from their way, but they can't see it for what it really is. Confirmation bias, personal bias, and nostalgia blindness keeps people stuck where they are. It really does. It really does. And sometimes it's just like it's one of the most exhausting things you can deal with as a person and stuff, especially when it comes to having a difference in opinion, especially against a person whose opinion is that oh it's because I'm doing the most popular, I'm down with the most popular person right now. You're wrong because you are. they consider you an oddity. Fuck, are you serious? A oddity, huh? Yeah, okay, say less. If you parading gluttony, then tell me what's the use? A lot of people, this is all about running the charts. It's all about who's more popular. But I've seen rich and successful artists put out trash music, just trash, but they got the machine behind them. Sort of like the guy I was listening to earlier, Isaiah got the machine behind him. He tried to think he was bigger than the machine. Now he's fighting the machine, and he make trying to make it sound like it's altruism. It's not altruism. Basically, you were benefiting from the machine. You lost the rat beef. You lost the momentum of the machine when it came to renegotiating your contract. I could tell you this now, Drake. Probably if you never engaged in this beef with Kendrick and y'all continue sending subs at each other until after you renegotiated your contract, things would be a lot different. But that pride of yours was a bitch. And now look at you. That pride got the better of you, and UMG looking at you like, oh, you want to sing it? You want to send us to? You want to take us to court? You think you some hero? You think you bigger than us? And he stands to lose. And now everybody who didn't give a fuck about the machine cares about going against the machine because their beloved hero Aubrey Graham is going up against the machine. Y'all full of shit. Y'all full of it. Y'all full of it. Y'all know damn well. Anyway, for copyright sakes, I can't listen to the whole thing with this, but this is another song basically that he put out after Not Like Us. And you know why I like this song so much? Not because he's speaking some shit in this song and his flow, and he's just what he's talking about, like you can relate it to his beef and you can relate it to the current state of a lot of shit. The thing is, I'm not in that man's pocket. I'm not like, oh yeah, because oh yeah, yeah. I'm not the type of fan. You give me good hip hop music, you got my ear. You got my support. Give me good hip hop music. That's all it's that simple. It ain't me gonna be out here advocating for you. My thing is it feels like I have to advocate for him because a lot of people disrespect that man's musical integrity because he defeated their hero. And that right there is the bias right there. It's not personal. This is not a clique. This is not a club, but the people who support him the way he do keeps him from not growing. This is how you can see something from 14 years ago in the Tim Westwood freestyle, and you can see that he hasn't matured much from a musical standpoint because he has writers, because he's coasted by on his name for years. His albums have been progressively more vapid, and people just listen to him because of who he is, not because his music's hot. But what happened is he lost this rap beef, and people air has gotten they ear has become a little bit more in tuned because he lost a rap beef. He didn't lose a pop beef. Yeah, he got a lot of pop hits. This ain't he. This is your king. He got a song called Passion Fruit. I'm supposed to think this is a hip hop champion. He got a song called Passion Fruit where he's singing. Passion Fruit. He might as well just have rolls in his mouth and be laying across the bed. He has a song called Passion Fruit. Passion fruit. Oh shit. So let's see what other apps work. Now that I got the the the, the sound working. Eddie Griffin talking some shit. Let's see what Eddie Griffin talking. Let's go over to X for a segment I called "It Came from X." Let's see what he's talking about. Eddie Griffin. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? I told you he's talking some shit. I mean, Eddie, are you really surprised? Flint, Michigan hasn't fixed the water yet, but yet they found the time for their police to shoot a young teenage black boy in the head one time and multiple times in his body, to killing him. Like they found time to do that, but the water in Flint, Michigan is still messed up. I wonder why. I wonder why. I don't mean to laugh at. That's a serious issue, but his delivery. I'm sorry, his delivery. His delivery got me. All right, Eddie. Let's see what people say in the comment section. Let's see. I don't want to leave a comment. Let's see what they're saying in the comments. Oh my fucking god, these is too much on the hands. It used to be funny. He's just like Cat Williams now. They just exploit black people's fears and challenges because he know black people believe every single conspiracy. Nah, shut up, bruh. Shut up, bruh. Nobody believe him more. Is that a picture of LL Cool J? No, that's you. That's you. Dressing like LL Cool J. You got the one on leg. You got the one pants leg up to the knee. Nobody say they believe it. It's just I don't. But yet Matt Walsh shout out to Tori and Rain Reloaded. But yet Matt Walsh can get on a fucking on the stream and talk about Sonic 3 being too dark and not a good movie, even though he took his kids to see it and didn't pay attention to it. What a fucking loser. People like, why don't people ever go at him like they do Cat? His conspiracies be packed full of falsehoods. And then he said black people could be so dumb, yet y'all be in the comments eating it up. Let's see who said this bullshit. Dennis Graham said that shit, yo. Dennis Drake's dad. Well, he do look like him with that fucking mustache. But um I don't think people really taking it serious. Some people say I've always respect Eddie Griffin's POV on situations. He's one of the few people who gives you something to think about. Just because you give you something to think about doesn't mean it's true. But this is why he said something to think about. He didn't say truth. If I was in a poem colored powwow, they would be saying, yes, you are a real patriot. You are a free thinker. Fuck out of here. The underground tunnels won't be affected. Now, and this is conspiracy theory shit here. Somebody else agrees with your conspiracy theory. You're getting the same internet information and repeating the same stuff. That is definitely possibly true. Supposedly, California passed a bill that didn't allow enough funding for San Fran to provide coverage for those houses. Damn. This fall off needs to be studied. He's no different than Marjorie Taylor Greene, crazier. Oh no, B6? New Jeru. It's a Jersey cat, a fellow Jersey cat. I've been screaming this. They're burning evidence, probably killed some lost children. Bruh. Damn, he got dark. He got dark with it. Hey, yo, what's going on? How you doing? The Eddie Griffin. Let me see what he says here. It's circumstantial. It's circumstantial, but because of the lack of help, it sounds very legit. It's circumstantial at best. I'm gonna keep it honest here. I'm gonna be one to be like, I gotta believe every conspiracy theory. So I'm at odds with with a friend, with a few friends of mine because they believe everything's a goddamn conspiracy. All right. So let's see what else is going on X. Oh, there you go, fighting at work. I ain't gonna show that because I don't want to get copyright flagged. Undercover cops walk into a store at the same time. I got an X shop now. Yeah, Moni. I see hers post up a lot like Moni. We really got to witness two masterclass performances in hip hop. Don't think anyone has shone better on stage than Kiss and Dot in the last few years. You had to be there. Yeah, Gavin Newsom. What he say? I was just agreeing. Let's see what Gavin Newsom's talking about. Hold on, let's go back. Oh, dun dun dun. If if the governor of California is talking about how people supposedly from are trying to come in to buy up the property that burned down accidentally. Now this, if it's coming from him and he's aware of it, there might be some pun intended smoke where there's fire. Huh? Yeah, the plot thickens, man. The plot thickens. His name. Wait a minute. We have a child grapist, a child diddler named Jarvis. Last name is Butts. What a world we live in. He was charged with the SA in 2005. He SA the 8-year old family. Ew, ew. Nah, I like. You know she trolled y'all, right? You know this ain't real. She know this ain't real. People. This joke went over so many people's fucking head earlier. It's the slice of cheese, dum dums. Ugh. Oh man, Ray, Hound, Hound, where you at? Ray, where you at, boy? Cam, going in on your boy Jimmy. Jimmy whack. Y'all ready to look at some more cringeworthy hip hop music? Listen to this bullshit, y'all. Listen to this Jim Jones freestyle. This is terrible. I know Ray gonna be mad at me, but this shit is terrible. Listen to this. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. This right here. Y'all ready? I look ahead of time. I apologize. I'm so sorry, but it has to be heard. Let's go back. Hold on. I want to hear that, see that corny shit. Hold on. I want to see the comments on this one. I'm trying to. Yeah, let's cut that shit off. Let's see what it says in the comment section. See, oh my god. Hold on. Somebody say he the oldest young nigger. Kim said you not from Harlem though. Kim, Mace not from Harlem. Oh, see. Oh, somebody said 60-year-old teenager dropped the whole video. No, you say you from the Bronx, bro. It's hard to watch after the new episode. Damn, gang stalking clips. What's going on? I know it's been a long time. I've been out of action, man. I've been out of action. I've been working. Life is like the EMT life ain't no damn joke. Being an EMT is not a joke. This is hard to watch after a new episode of It Is What It Is. You mean the Bronx, sir? Cam told us you're not from Harlem. Uh, so he from the Bronx. Remember he got punched in Rucker Park? I remember that. And Cam jumped over the gate. That was a classic. Everybody saying that you're not from Harlem, bro. You're not. But this shit is whack, man. This, you want to see something even funnier, bro? Look at this. Let's do legs, bro. Yo, look at his legs. Yo, yo, look, 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 look. His legs. His upper body, his legs. This nigga built like Mighty Mouse, man. Oh man. Oh yeah. Yep. He said respond to people who made fun of his legs during the workout. Do some squats. And make sure you bring Tyson Chandler with you too, because he's another one who used to skip leg day. That's why he had no power in the post. Yeah, I'll see you later, George. But never skip leg day. Always do some air squats. If you can't get to the gym, do some air squats. That nigga got on fucking is those drawers he got? Oh nigga. Yo, yo, look, look, look. Look at his legs. That shit don't match, man. It's like the rugs don't match the drapes. Dude, like yeah. This shit. Oh man, let's see what's going on about this subscription area. Up, he's showing some stuff for Raw. Raw's on Netflix now. Penta. Penta's with WWE. Oh shit, he sold the show. Look at Penta Obscuro. I actually helped his brother out because his brother actually dislocated his elbow years ago on AEW, and I was there to cover the event. So me and my coworkers helped him out. And shout out to Saint shout out to University Hospital in Newark, and I mean that in a sarcastic way, because this dude elbow was out of place, and y'all put him in the fucking waiting room like he was a piece of garbage. He ended up taking the Uber. Ray Phoenix ended up taking the Uber to St. Michael's, who treated him quickly, and then the AEW staff got on they got on my coworkers because of that, and I was like, that's a university hospital situation, and we apologize for that, but we didn't cause it. That was the closest hospital. Now Saint we take people to St. Michael's more than anything because we know University Hospital. You're damn right I said it. Don't care about you unless you got shot and you leaking out. That's the that's it. Yeah, Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh is this dude. His Sonic 3 thing I was talking about earlier. Wait a minute. Teen driver kills six while speeding down the road for TikTok views. Oh man. If they get their way, you know TikTok is going bye bye this coming Sunday, right? I know I've put up a few videos on TikTok, of course, of my Transformers collection, but it this is the shit. These are the influences right here. 151 miles per hour. Whoa, hold up. Just 12 years. Just 12 years. Oh dear. There. He only gets 12 years. There's so much wrong with this. It really is. There's so much. This got me thinking of the whole affluenza boy. Remember that where he killed like four people, and they try to say it's because of affluenza, meaning he lives an affluent lifestyle, so he doesn't think the rules apply. Shut up. No, no, I don't want to hear that bullshit. That's bullshit. This is the ground of concern. 151 miles per hour. That is beyond reckless, people. This is even worse. Six people are dead because of him. And this is all he gets? 12? Nah, nah. You clearly guilty, my dude. You clearly guilty. You're clearly guilty. You pleading it and admitting to the obvious shouldn't get you off of the situation. This shit is infuriating, man. I'm so sick of this shit. But they play in our face all the time and make it sound like race don't. We only 33 seconds into this. Over 100 miles, damn near over 100 miles past the speed limit. So I can say it's 55, and he's going damn near 100 miles over. For what? Oh God, he's a rich kid. He's a rich kid. There, that makes it. Now the world is correct. The world is correct. See, I was right. Oh hell no, hell no, hell no. Now it makes sense. Do I have to put my tinfoil you had on now to let y'all understand why he only got 12 years? I sound like Mob Deep. I don't got to tell you. It's right in front of your eyes. Hell on earth. It's right in front of your eyes. Look at it. Look at this. He killed that many black women. I know my mother lives in Locust Grove, and this is one of the most. She lives in Locust Grove, Georgia, and this is one of the most fearful things I think of down there because I understand that the roads are different and the rules are different down south. And she's only a state up. I think this was Florida, if I'm correct. I just spoke with her just before I started this live stream. That's why I'm thinking about her so much. Besides the fact that she's my mom, but look at that. Look at the age of it. You killed a grandmother. My mother's a grandmother. Well, in the grandmother age. I'm sorry, she don't have any grandchildren. I tried, but I like to put the horse before the cart. You get what I'm saying? But let's try to finish this. Let me get this straight. All right, Galley is the son of Palm Beach County attorney. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Not only is he's a privileged kid, he's the child of a prominent attorney. All of this, you got black victims, which you have black victims, you have an attorney parent, and you got money. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Nobody wanted to cancel his channel or flag it for concern. He was for engagement farming. He was driving reckless, and he was basically using a fan base. A fan base wanted to win $25 so badly They encouraged this dude kid to do the shit that he did, and look at the lives it caused. Everybody who supported this kid doing the bullshit he did, shame on you for not saying anything. God knows who could have been killed. Who else could have been killed before these women lost their lives? And I start to ask, has any police officer stopped this kid ever and gave him a ticket? And it pains me to think, yes, they probably did, but because of who his father was, it was swept under the rug. That's what I feel. I'm trying to get through this, and this is going to be the last thing I do. He should. He should. And let this be clear. Let this be clear, people. Let it be clear. This goes to anybody who do something like this. This isn't just because of a skin tone issue. That shit is dangerous. And I take a personal stake in it because I work the career I work. I have the career I have, and I have come across situations where people have been critically injured or close to being critical. It could have been a lot worse. All over road rage incidents. I seen a man's heart beating on the ground outside of his fucking chest because he got blown to bits because he got hit by a truck. Don't tell me what to think on this situation. I know what I do for a living. Danger is everywhere we go, and people out here mongering it for fucking clicks and views on TikTok. And nobody watching it has the chutzpah to say, "Hey, this shit ain't safe. What are you doing? What are we doing here?" Nobody cares until someone dies. See, same thing with the guy Etika. Nobody, y'all let Etika spiral out of control. Knew he had mental issues, and the moment he died, y'all want to put up fake concern and sorrows. Fuck out of here, man. Same shit. Now, 15 times 6 is 105 years, if I'm correct. No, no, my math is way off. 6 lives, 15 each, 90. 90. He would have got 90 years in jail for each person. And I was like, bro, mm-mm, that's how it should have went down. This wasn't some, oh, I did this and this was self defense. No, you plowed into a SUV at over 150 miles per hour just for clicks and views, and you took out a family of people or people who had families, all because you wanted to be social media famous. But you are doing 12 years. You could get out and you could go on and have a family and live your life like this and put this behind you. Meanwhile, these families out here lost everybody because of your negligence. This ain't right, man. This is not right. This is not right at all. I'm sorry. Fuck out of here. I ain't got no remorse. You got remorse all of a sudden because your actions caused severe consequences. They could have they could have caused severe consequences quite so many times before that, but you didn't think about that. Your selfish ass wanted to be famous at the sacrifice of these people, and you shouldn't even have a life where you could just jump up after 12 years and just go on and live your life fully where these people lost their family members. Hold on. Let me see something. Oh, for this? Nah. That I don't I don't look at it. Everybody's DEI, dude. Everybody's DEI. Don't let these palm colored people say that D make you think DEI is only in regards to minorities. No, a lot of them, the biggest DEI hire is white women. Yeah, I said it, and you can look that up. Also, who you think benefited from affirmative action the most? White women. Let me try to get through this. The efforts to fundraise for the victim's family. That shit should be coming out your daddy's pocket because your daddy didn't put the belt to your ass like he should have or stopped you from doing this, took the car away from you. He let you do it. And I'm sorry, this should be like the situation in Michigan where the family knew their son was deranged and bought him a weapon and they told him to come get your son because your son has been, we got his book and we seen the twisted and disturbing images of death and homicide that he wrote down, he wrote that he drew, and they said, well, we're working right now, we don't want to come, we can't make it there, and now multiple people lost their life, and both the parents are in jail also. That shit need to happen to this attorney too, the attorney father. I've heard Naughty Dog got a government grant. You could no, no, no. I don't really think about it. But then again, like I said, everybody's DEI. I'm sorry. It's DEI because Tatsi Gabrielle, a black Asian female, has a bald head in this game. Now, let's say, for example, Tati Gabrielle's character in Intergalactic looked like had a normal, typical feminine haircut. They wouldn't be saying shit about that. They wouldn't at all. They wouldn't. Like, this whole DI thing is just a bunch of palm colored people crying about shit that at the end of the day is pointless. This is something, especially a lot of the MAGA folk like to use the DI thing, where we all know they fans. A lot of them are fans, and I'm talking about the acronym that Kendrick said. Well, I'm sorry, we have to change it um to FAE. They phase, freaky ass Europeans, but they want to talk about some. They engage in all this shit. You know what? When I say they engage in this shit, those who project the most are the ones who have the most to hide. Those who they project. I'm sorry, they project way too much. This is why somebody like Matt Walsh can sit there and make a stupid ass non-review of Sonic 3. That was totally off the mark, just totally just uninspired, tasteless, slow news day type of shit. And DI is just another way of saying woke. And woke, we all know, is they have bastardized that and DEI. They have bastardized these words to perfection to see anything that is beneficial for black people and people of color, anything beneficial to them, they like to throw names on it. They like to take something, like case in point, woke is an expression that's 104 years old. It's part of the AAVE, the African American vernacular English that they like to say, but it's something that was created. It's about all woke simply means is being socially conscious, being just being socially conscious, just being being socially aware of shit of the government of a couple things, just being socially aware. Say stay woke, brother. That's what it meant. But the palm colored people had to take it and turn it into something that was a pejorative term towards the people who created it because it pertains to us being aware of a lot of shit that the lawmakers who look like them create. That's all woke was stay woke. Just it's basically saying just keep your eyes open, keep your head on the swivel. You know what they trying to do. That's all woke mean. They turned it into something that they can't even define. And Zachary Levi, the guy who played Shazam and he played Chuck, he tried to explain it and he missed the mark. Um, Bethany Mandel missed the mark. Many other people miss the mark because they don't know what it means. As long as it just means something anti-black, just like DI has replaced that. Before it was SJW. It went from SJW to woke to DEI. Tripling it almost, tripling the speed limit. They using the mental health card. Games are not flopping because DEI, bro. Games are not flopping because of that. Games are flopping because of multiple reasons. You see, case in point, when it came to game, a lot of these games budgets are ridiculous. And case in point with Sony, like Concord, you know why Concord bombed? It wasn't just because of DEI, it's because of the PlayStation fan base. The PlayStation fan base is responsible. The PlayStation fan base is responsible for Concord flopping. Even if Concord was a game that was put together well, that game would still flop. And you want to know why Concord would still flop? If that was the case, you know why Concord would still flop if it was still the characters still look visually appealing to the PlayStation people because PlayStation fanboys don't do multiplayer games. They like they cinematic games that are walking simulators that have photogrammetry and all these other stuff, have the same over the shoulder combat or familiar combat. We know damn well that Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West, God of War, the current God of War, Last of Us, Uncharted basically all have the same type of control scheme. They like their games that have that cinematic feel to them. Um, they don't make a lot of money off of the Spider-Man games. They got it exclusive to it because it's made by Insomniac Games. But the only thing Sony got that brings them financial gain when it comes to Spider-Man is the movies, the movie universe. The game properties is Marvel. They have to pay hundreds and millions of dollars to Marvel for the Spider-Man license. So even if Spider-Man is a successful game, they still aren't profiting the way they're profiting because um they still are the budgets of the games is too high and these games are selling enough. Despite what you might think, if there's 70 million PlayStation 5s in current households throughout the world, but God of War Ragnarok, I mean, I can't even say that because God of War Ragnarok is virtually it's a multi-console game. It's on PS4 and PS5 and now on the PC. But if that game is not selling a high amount of millions like it should be selling, let's say for example, God of War Ragnarok sold 8 million, and then there's 70 million consoles sold, and a lot of people, those 70 million, a high amount of that percentage aren't buying the first party games. Those games aren't bringing in the profit they should be. If a God of War game costs hundreds of millions to create, and the cash isn't coming back in, this is why there's no games out for PlayStation right now, because they don't have the money like that. They don't. This is why they were trying to use a game like Concord to generate live services so they can bring in subscription money, which they can use to budget the games. But now, since the PlayStation fan base rejects that, they don't have the money. They don't have the money because the PlayStation fans like the AAA walking simulators. And I like some of these games, don't get me wrong. But these games are one and dones. When they're one and dones, that means you buy the game, you play it, that's it. This is why Call of Duty, hate it or love it, Fortnite, hate it or love it, bring in money because they sell microtransactions. I know, we in this era now, we ain't gotta like it, but this is what generates money. And guess who owns Activision Blizzard and King? The company that brings in Candy Crush. King. Microsoft. Why do you think Microsoft went to subscription service? Because they understood this ahead of time. But people laughed at him like, oh, y'all going multi-console, you're doing the service. But that money, at the end of the day, these businesses are here to make money. They can give a fuck about what we specifically want or our console wars. They can give a fuck about that. They worry about making money. And Game Pass has allowed them to make money. Sony has tried to emulate this and has failed poorly. Now they start to see it. See, the only company out of the three that has exclusive games anymore is Nintendo. The only company that has exclusive games is Nintendo, because PlayStation games are going to the PC. It is what it is. Sony's only doing it because they realize they need that money, because they can't rely on the PlayStation fans to make their games overwhelming success like they used to. Because this, let's be honest, these games should be selling more, but PS5 has been the worst Has been the worst generation of PlayStation. All we getting is rehashes from PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3. Tell me we aren't. Oh, as for that, has made 1 billion profit. Yes, but once you refund it back into the logistics system of PlayStation, when it that that 100 that 1 billion generated goes back to the budget. So let's say God of War was a 200 million to make, and then Ragnarok was another 200 million for an example. That's 400 million. That's already 600 down to 600 million dollars. And then it has to go, that money has to divvy up within the people and the PlayStation division. The bigwigs got to get their cut. The company got to get their cut. They got to. It's just not the same. It's not the same. So it sounds like those two games together bringing in 1 billion. It's still not. It's not the same. I know it's still good money, but it's it's honestly not the same. Let me now. I'm intrigued. Let me see something. Let me see something. I'm trying to see. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok cost 200 million to make, But God of War. So both of them cost 200 million to make. Yeah, I was right. And now it's selling for $15. All right, let's take another look. Yep. All right, good. Look at that. The original God of War, the one I played, the one I liked the most, is the first remake to I mean the first reboot to God of War. Well, I say reboot because it changed the style of gaming. It went from being a more beat 'em up, camera panned out style of game to the over the shoulder game. And that was, let me see. There we go. Debut week. Very good sales. Yeah, that's good. 11 million global sales, roughly 6 million sold since its debut week. Um, no, actually, yeah, it's a good profit to it. But my situation with God of War, now that's successful, that's good. But it's how the money divvy ups into Sony, which is the issue. You see, my problem with it is I'm not even making this up. This is how it is. Everything got to be firing on all cylinders. Meaning, let's say God of War is financially successful. Let's see. Let me see. Because something, I'm not making this up. What's happening is that a lot of these games, Sony's in financial trouble right now. When PlayStation's in financial trouble, they making certain profit, but they aren't making enough to make the games that they used to make. Like I told you about 10 minutes ago, that's the problem. I'm not saying that these games aren't successful. I'm just saying it's not enough. Boom, doom, it's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that are really sad, but it's not enough. It's not enough for something. I don't know what they doing over there, man. Yeah, see, this is a mishap right here. That right there is a minus for a game that bombed that hard. And you wonder what I was just saying about money, about how they're hemorrhaging money. You just named it right there. You named it right there. They hemorrhaging money. They hemorrhaging it. They need this. I'm telling you, this is what's gonna bring in profit. Microsoft realized it. They realized it. They realized it. And now you gotta understand also, now that Microsoft owns ABK, PlayStation gets less profit than they did from the Call of Duty sales. So they were using that. They were coasting by on the Call of Duty money. They really were. They really were coasting by on the Call of Duty money, and now they aren't because that's been cut. This is why Jim Ryan was trying to stop the deal. That motherfucker was trying to stop the deal so much, so hard. But it is what it is. Let's see. Try and find something. Let me look this up. Hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Anything recent? Let me see. Let's go to Push Square. This was almost a year ago. I wonder how they corrected themselves from this situation. Let's take a look. This was like a year ago almost, but I think they have fixed this. I hope they have, because I've been looking for stuff recently. Nothing said that they had a big turnaround. But look, there you go. And this research by it registered a record-breaking revenue of 10.2 billion, only to turn a profit for just 608 million. Yo, yeah, it went through correct. Yeah, it did. Yo, look at this. They put in 10.2 billion, but they only made a $608 million profit. You see what I'm talking about? These budgets are too high. I'm not making this shit up. It's right here. This is the problem. They spend too much money and don't make enough money back. End of story. That's just what it is. Like I said, uh Game Pass is a good idea. No, 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 no. This wasn't. See, look, the division is also trying to expand beyond the boundaries of its own ecosystem, releasing software on PC and making plans to expand to mobile. The reality is that while the costs associated with creating blockbuster games like God of War and Last of Us have dramatically increased, the size of the console install base has not. Meaning they are selling they are selling more consoles, but the games have not been selling beyond what they normally sell on PlayStation, meaning that the fan base, only the fan specific millions of the fan base instead of the total or close to the total amount of PlayStation owners are investing in these games. So let's say, for example, God of War sells a solid 11 million copies each time, but the budget keeps ballooning the more the generation advances, meaning because it's more expensive budget, they have a more expensive production because they want to utilize all the power of the PlayStation 5. So what happens is that they're spending more money, the budgets are increasing. We could do more. We could make Ellie's eyes and Joel's face look ultra realistic. How much does it cost? An extra 150 million? Why not? And this is what we end up with. Meaning we get a quality game, but at what cost? If the only niche crew is going to follow that, then once that profit is now smaller, we still have to divvy it up within. We still have to divvy it up within the company. It's not enough. I'm not saying none of this is saying that PlayStation is terrible. Don't get that. Don't don't misconstrue me with that. I'm saying whatever they doing, they it's not a they not making a profit. They not making good profit despite the success because of the way they budget these games productions and the way they're running it over there. Something has got to change. Something really has got to change. Yes, only 10% of the yes. This has been the problem. This has been the problem. Who you think is pocketing? Who you think is pocketing it? The greedy corporate. This is corporate greed. This is corporate greed. What does people tell you? A lot of business people will tell you slow money, like big money is slow money, meaning you want to bring in more, you want to make more profit in the air, you got to perpetually let it build. You got to build it, build it, build it, invest in it, and basically, not just basically throw all your eggs in one basket. You got to build up to this, meaning you got everything about got to be firing correctly. They just basically they not changing. They not making these games more appealing. They not expanding outside of the wheelhouse of what they're doing. They getting comfortable with doing the same shit they've been doing, but they're not They get comfortable with the same shit they're doing, but they're not doing what more. They're not expanding beyond that to bring in new people. They're just catering to that niche bunch, and that niche bunch is buying less games. See, this is the thing about Microsoft that was smart. Microsoft realized they look at that and be like, oh, okay, they're buying less games. So guess what? We're gonna give them an incentive. We're gonna take our in-store base and we're gonna promote Game Pass to them, which keeps them at $20 a month. And we have how many people? We have a few. We have millions of people subscribed to this. So that brings in a profit of somewhere between 300 and 500 million a month before that gets divvied up. But multiply that by 12, and that's still a good profit. So, but why let a person walk away with just spending $60 to $70 one time when we can have them spend $180 in 1 year? And the thing is that they get access to a library of games that they probably ain't gonna buy, but now we can get them on there because they have them at their fingertips, and they get access to day one releases from Microsoft. $20 a month rather than 70, and hey, you spent 70 for that? Hey, have a nice day. Oh, you bought that used? They don't make money off of the used games. They don't. GameStop does. This is why PlayStation is trying to break down the rules. This is why they trying to do that. This is why GameStop. This is why Sony is pushing digital. They trying to counteract that. They need that money. Microsoft is like, we ain't beat. GameStop can close. They can close all we care. We push our subscription service and fortify that. We're gonna make profit. And I see signs that Sony is slowly lulling in PC players with the PlayStation. And you know what? That's how they're gonna make money. They late to the party. Remember all that shit that the Sony ponies were trashing the Xbox fans over? Remember when Xbox fans were getting trashed about, oh, your game's exclusive no more? Now, now look at that. They were making money. It's about money. Are you finally starting to understand what I'm saying? This is what it is. It is what it is. Now, this industry, now they have to play catch up. Let's finish this. And the fact that I don't appreciate the fact that I have Spider Man there, and for me to play the updated high res version, I have to pay $10. Even though I'm a monthly subscriber of PlayStation Plus, I have to pay $10 still to get an enhanced version of that. Where if I took a Xbox game that's compatible with it, I don't have to pay shit. That's not good. But this is, I know a lot of PC people are pissed about it, but because they don't have a PlayStation and they don't want to spend and pay a monthly amount for the PlayStation, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. Sony's going to either have to figure out what to do with that. They're going to either have to say, look, we got to stop doing this and just sell the games there, or we're going to have to um, not sell the games, or we're going to have to worry about them not buying it because they don't want to subscribe to our service. They have to come to a decision what they're going to do. A case in point, let me show you something. Let me see if I can bring it up. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. See, my my account, my account works for both my Xbox and my PC. So I can show you something. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. It's on here somewhere. Let me just go. See, this is my PC, of course. Now, I'm gonna bring this over here. Hold on. There we go. All right, let me show you something. See, let's update this. It's updating now. Okay. So now, let me get out of this and let me bring this over here. See, this is the same. This is the same account that I use on my console. This is the same account I use on my console, right? And I haven't played in a long time on a lot of this stuff. But as you can see, if I wanted to, I could pick up and play this right now. A PC has their games. Let's see, this is all PC. Or I could play some of my, these are the games for the PC there, of course. But then I could go to my library. And I could go here, installed, owned. And I could just play this here if I wanted to do it. Error 44, I have to fix this. View progress. Let me see something. Oh, okay, I have to, I was trying to install it there. I have to, let me see, resume. Well, I gotta fix this later, but you could see what I'm trying to do, right? I have to fix that, but I could go here, go to my library, and I can say for this one here, play. All right, let's bring this over. Syncing data. Look, that's simple. And this is my PC. Same account. But it's different for me because I own both a console. I own the console. Now, let me try to zoom this in more. And how do I do that? I have to figure it out. I'll zoom in on this one. I gotta figure out how to change the border. But look, I could just go here and look. And this is connected to the PC. See? That simple. Let's say, for example, I wanted to do a boss rush. Let's say I wanted to do that now. Blaze. She's one of the most powerful ones. It's the direct skin. This is the direct skin from, this is the version of Blaze from the original Streets of Rage, which you could put in this game. But as you can see, she's powerful. Oh, she got me. All right, I see what you're doing. All right. See? Okay, I see how you play. Oh boy. Give me that star. Give me that star. So he start doing that, you know he desperate. Hmm. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Damn. I didn't mean to use that. Oh well, fuck it. I'm not taking this serious anyway. I beat Boss Russ multiple times. See, that's one, and then I can just hit here. Oh, see now I want to exit. Let me see. All right, I'm out of there. That's simple. Yeah. I've heard this. Maybe I'm back. I just was testing that out just to show you that I'm on the PC, and there's certain games that are just basically compatible, but I don't think Sony gives you that option. Let's see something. You pique my interest with this. You pique my interest. Let's see if there's a PSN app for this. Let's see. Yeah, they be explaining this to you though. They said Zero and Code Veronica. Also, you hear about Code Veronica as well? I know Nine is probably going to be the next one, but they even talking about Code Veronica because that's a pivotal game that is a pivotal part of the Resident Evil story. There's a gap between Resident Evil 4 and 5, and people who started playing the remakes only started playing at Resident Evil 2. They haven't played the original Resident Evil 1, even though they done that. So Code Veronica is an important piece of Wesker's storyline, especially because Resident Evil 4 Remake was such a success, and people want to see more. Now they got a reason to introduce more Wesker because he's a big part of Code Veronica. So Zero is now more popular. Zero people have changed their stance on Zero ever since they did the update, like they did the more high res version of it, and it's become more popular. And the storyline, they could do so much to the storyline. And I know one, I've heard one that is gonna supposedly gonna be out next year because that's the 30th anniversary. I hope that's the case if they are gonna do it. So let's see something here. I want to see if they have a PlayStation app that I can run on a PC as well. Cause I would download that right now. Yeah, RE4 remake has been great because RE4 is probably arguably the original RE4 is arguably one of the highest selling games. That 5 came and just smashed it. Even though people have more love for 4 or 5, I think is the highest gross was for a long time one of the best selling Resident Evil games. Part 5. Let me see something. Yep, they do have one. Okay, but do they have one for the PC? Let's see. I don't think they got one for the PC. Oh, they do. PlayStation for Windows. Here it is. Yeah, but for a time it was 5. Before 2 came, before that it was 5. Held a record for a long time. Oh, they do have a version. That's all I need to know. I download a more legit copy later, but yeah, they do have it. They do have it though. But I'm about to actually oh shit, I'm a Transformers fan. What they put out new. Let's see. See Penta came. But this guy here, I just discovered this channel this morning. This dude here builds. He takes vans and campers and build them luxury in the back, bro. Shout out to Dual X. I just subscribed to him earlier today, but yo, this shit is amazing, bro. If I had the money and the tools and the know-how, I'd be doing shit like this too. I actually have one of these and be traveling on my days off. I would have one of these and be traveling on my days off, bro. But just look what he does. I'm on fast forward so I can show you. Look at this. He building a shower in there, bro. Let me show you finished results. Look at this. He building all functionality. This shit is crazy. Yo, this dude is good. This dude is good. He's former military at that, so I don't know if he learned it after or did they teach him there. But he reminds me of my older brother, who's former military, former army. He has his own shop in Texas. Let me see if I can get to the finish one. That's inside there. Now, peep. That's inside there. That's the outside. Now, that's what it looked like from the outside. Watch me open it. And that's a bed, yo. And that's the bed right there against the wall. Man, that's sick, man. This shit I would love to do if I had the tools and the know how. I love building shit, bro. I really do. And I know I fast forward through this, but he puts power supplies, he does water supplies for the shower. Yo, this is the whole thing. That's exactly why he said he started doing this. Because if you travel and you can't, this saves a lot of money on hotel. You spend it, all you have to do is just worry about the gas and food. And it's a kitchen. There's a mini kitchen in here. There's a shower in here, bro. There's a water pump. There's heating. This man is nice. He nice with it, bro. I watched a few videos today. I'm hooked. Like, bro, man, listen. Look at that, bro. Look at the shower right here, man. Look at that. Imagine your weekly pay. All you gotta do is pay insurance, gas, and food. Yeah, but this is for exactly, man. I would go from my house here in New Jersey City to Cali out there to see my cousin if it wasn't the fires going on. I gotta check on him. If I would go out there to see him, or I would go down to Florida. I mean, I go down to Georgia to see my mom during the weekend if I had one of these. I kid you not, man. Look at this shower. Look at this shower, and there's a toilet in there too, I believe. A year. He can only do a few a year. I get it because they take like 3 to 4 months, possibly more, depending, and they are not cheap processes of labor. That's why I said you got money saved for labor and resources. He was saying that he could build you something for 10 G's or under. He built something for. He bought the van. He bought the van and the resources. He did it all for 10 G's. He's that was lucky because a lot of people he Dual X is the name he go by. A lot of people know that people do this thing and try to live this lifestyle, so they've been overpricing used sprinters and used vans because they know what they're going to be repurposed into. And he said he was able to find he did everything. That includes purchasing a van and everything for a $10,000 or under bill, or a little bit over 10 G's. He did everything on. This dude here, this is talent. This shit I like watching. As the older I get, the more I like doing shit like this. I'm gushing over the fact that I took my e-bike, my Rad Rover 6, and I built it into something that runs off of 3 batteries at the same time. It runs off of 3 batteries at the same time. And one day I'm gonna do a mini video where I go out and I'll show you exactly how I did it. And I learned it from YouTube. But I built a custom piece of wood to fit on the back of my pannier rack, and I water treated it, I stained it, and then I put water treatment on it a little bit, and I lined up the holes for the pannier rack screwed it into that, and then I took the battery, the third battery I bought, and I nailed down the battery housing, the slide out housing to the back of the wood, and now the battery can go on and I can lock it with a key, and then I can run three batteries at the same time because I did a new controller and a new electrical work. There's a possibility that it is. I'm not gonna even lie to you. It's gonna be a possibility. That's what they move into right now. This is why the PS 5 Pro, which is a scam. Don't buy it. Don't buy the PS5 Pro. But this is why they went all digital with it, and they cost you so much more to buy the hard drive. This is what they trying to do. They trying to punish you for purchasing a hard drive or making you spend more for it. Yes, more than likely the PS6 is going to be all digital. I'm not shocked, and they're gonna make you probably pay like a if they still do electrical. I mean, a new a drive. They're gonna make you pay a lot more for it in comparison. Yeah, the decline. If this is what they want, they want this. The decline in the physical. They want this because they don't want you to buy used games. They want if they do all digital. When it's all digital, that means all the profit is coming to them. That's what they want, and this is what they've been doing. This is why GameStop has been closing stores because they're not because games are worthless now. Like the physical copies are the only ones that are worth something is buying your retro, having your retro. I know I don't have a stupid amount of I don't hoard a stupid amount anymore, but I got games here that will last me for a long time. Once I just pull them out, and just start playing them. But this is what you said. They will only have profit, but now they can push anti. That's what they want to do. This is what they want to do. But you got to have. My thing is that Sony is going to be doing this the most. They're going to be doing this the most because Sony don't have they don't have the resources to pull out a Game Pass. They don't. They don't have resources to pull out a Game Pass. Microsoft know if that shit goes out, if they Game Pass starts failing, they know where they toast. So they have to keep it running. They know that. Whereas Sony, they gotta learn. They learning how to. They need. They don't. My dog is over there snoring his ass off, but I'm about to take him for a walk. Anyway, I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I'm about to wrap this up. I'm about to wrap it up, man. But it's been good. It's been good catching up and then. But I gotta go walk the dog because me, I gotta go to work in the morning. And I've enjoyed the last 4 days off, but back to work for me. Anyway, let me see. Magic Bar 89, day 160, and then you want to keep it for the next month. That's what they plan on doing with Spider Man, though. They said that's what they plan on doing with Spider Man 3. That's what they plan on doing with Spider Man 3. I thought you know that, right? That they supposed to be bringing that out in parts. One last thing, you know that, right? They supposed to be bringing Spider Man 3 out for the PlayStation in multiple parts, right? And we still waiting for a sequel to Ratchet and Clank. Oh yeah, and Astrobot. Astrobot got it's an award-winning game, but it didn't sell enough copies. Why? Why? Let me see something. Let me check on Astrobot. You didn't think it was worth? You called some BS on that? I want to see some Astrobot sales numbers. I'm intrigued because Gangsta is saying that it didn't sell well. I want to see for myself. It said it sold as of November 8th. It sold 1.5 million copies. But what is it at currently? Let me see if I can put it online. I'm interested. You said it's a freaking indie game. I thought it was a first person. It was a first party game. Or was it a second party game? Let's see. All I'm seeing is the 1.5 million. I'm not seeing what it currently sells. That's all that. Damn. It probably didn't even break 3 million. It probably didn't break 3 million. It probably didn't break 3 million. Because all I'm seeing is I'm not seeing anything. This is all November, 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 November. What is it doing now? I bet, yo, I'm telling you, if this game was really selling, they would be like, yo, look at the amount. All I'm seeing, the last good thing I see about this game is the 1.5 million. I haven't seen nothing since. That means that game probably peaked at maybe two and some change. Mm. Even as a PlayStation fan, you say that? Shit. Shit. See, this is why Sony's in trouble. No, I'm telling you, I'm not. How much do that game cost? Because that game should be sold for like 40 fucking dollars. Am I crazy for saying that? I think that game should be $40. Let me see how much it costs. See how much it costs. Extra bot is $50. Some places, yeah. So it goes for a retail of $50. So I was right. It's about. I was close. It was 40. I, yeah. So it's a. Hmm. Let me see. Let's put in Astro Pro, right, MSRP. I want to know accurately what it is. MSRP. $50. Okay. So more than likely it's $50. And you said you leaning away from there. Where do you think I got this thing here? See, that's the thing about it. I could pick up and play on a P. I could pick up and play on PC. So I don't have to be. If I love playing it when I'm laying in my bed or sitting on my bed. I could play my Call of Duty. I could play Streets of Rage. I could play Hellblade. I could play Halo Infinite. But I could be over here doing it for a live stream too because I got this connected. And yeah, but for real this time, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy Rebirth on PC. I thought it was coming. Now I gotta look that up too. Let me see something. I spelled it wrong. Yeah, but let's see. January 23rd. Oh shit. And they said possibly later on this year it's coming to the other console because um what's this guy named Phil Spencer? Phil Spencer went and he went and had a powwow with Square Enix, and Square Enix realized that the sales on PlayStation were disappointing, and they realized that that being exclusively loyal to PlayStation is not financially beneficial to them like it used to be back in the day. So PC and Xbox more than likely, but PC definitely. He said it has better lighting textures, 120 frames per second, customize how many NPCs you can put on screen. That is good. That's good options. But look, yep. So this is what they're in the process of doing. Let me see something. I want to see what the rumors are with this one. Hmm. Hmm. I was looking for the rumors for it because they started talking about that earlier. Final Fantasy Rebirth director praises Xbox. Yeah, they got something cooking. They definitely got something cooking up. Final Fantasy Rebirth director says wants to see. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna probably, and I give it the end of this year. I give it the end of this year because they it's not cutting it alone. They realize that alone on PlayStation exclusivity isn't financially beneficial. Hence the reason why Microsoft will continue to go on different consoles. That's where the money at. This game industry is changing big time. This is the only company that's still exclusive is Nintendo. And Nintendo is in they basically in their own ocean. Nintendo will put out a a tetherball and make a tetherball game, and because it's accurate to your motion, they would be like, oh, it's innovative. I'm like, yeah, y'all for they Nintendo might as well just dangle keys in front of your face. Remember when they did Labo and they had fucking cardboard? They was selling people cardboard and people fell for it with Nintendo. Remember that? Remember them selling Nintendo sold people cardboard. Let's not forget that they sold cardboard, people. I'm glad they discontinued that bullshit. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I have Ring Fit. Ring Fit works. Like doing the endless the thing for the chest and the endless deltoids. Don't that thing work pulling the string apart and stuff? And that shit work using the Ring Fit thing. I have to test it out one day on a live stream. This shit not test it. I got to demonstrate it. That shit works. That shit'll get you out of the chair, just pulling it, trying to hold it apart, and yeah, and then the one where you squeezing it and you trying to do the thing and you doing that. I love it. The ring fit adventure. That shit works. Not the childish games where you got to do the thing. I'm talking about the like actual reps. It's cool. I have no idea what they're gonna call the third one, but the fact that Zach is alive, Aerith, it's just how they make so many changes and what ifs to the story. I want to see where they go with this one, but that would be a conversation for another time. It's time to take care of Petey. I walk my dog, right, Petey? Petey, come here, boy. Come say hi to everybody. Come here. Come here. Come on. Up here. Come here. Over here. Not near my figures. Over here. Come here. Come here. See? Now I have to go take care of this buddy right here. I gotta go take care of Petey now, right? You see, he's still big. He almost 10 years. Believe it, so much time has gone by. He's almost 10 years old. Your heavy ass. Come here. You hear his tail banging against the Ace Combat box? Yeah, I gotta give you that powder because you smell like a Fritos factory, my dude. Hey, watch it. Watch the mic. Watch my face. Huh? You good? Yeah, I'm in NJ. Enjoy the walk in dirty Jersey. Yep, I'm in Jersey City. I'm in the South District. It don't get no dirtier than the South District in Jersey City. Yes, I'm from the hood, but I ain't hood. Right. All right, Petey. We gonna get going in a moment. I'm just here still petting them. Okay. Out. Out. Go. Go. Out. Good boy. Ah. All right. I went to the Jersey Shore house once. Yeah, I've been to Point Pleasant. I went to Jenkins. I used to go to Jenkinson's Beach all the time. But yeah, it's good. It's all good. Anyway, for real this time, it's been cool. I will check y'all guys later and peace out. I'll check you later, gang stalking. You change your name all the time. I just remember Absolute MMA. That's what I remember you as, bro. But all right, man. Till next time. Peace.